Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Nieves, and thanks, Sarah, for the introduction. I'm really excited of doing this. I'm really not a chef by training. I'm just a mom that loves to cook and who learned from her grandmother and my mother. And yes, Dominican food is my passion because I think that it it takes you back to your roots and it really grounds you to who you are. What we're going to do today is called an asopao, and asopao means something that is like soup-like. So this is a dish that is very typical of the Dominican Republic, but it's also typical from other parts of the Caribbean, like Puerto Rico. They also do that, and it is not the same as arroz con pollo. It's not the same. Arroz con pollo, or what we call elocrio, it will be where the rice it's drier. In this case, it's more like a soup. That's why I asked you to start prepping and have a pot of boiling water with some seasoning because that's what we're gonna use. And just a quick introduction, Dominican cuisine. Let me see if I can show you my screen. Dominican cuisine is a mixture of three races, of three culture. The first one is the Taino inheritance, the ones that the Spaniards found when they arrived first in our island in 1492, and mainly eat what we have so far up to this day is yuca and all of the tuberous things that we eat in our normal cuisine. Also, when the Spaniards came, that clash of two cultures, they brought from Europe lots of the animals, domesticated animals, such as pigs and chicken, which the Indians didn't have. They also brought some of the staples that we use nowadays. And we also have our African heritage. And what is important here is that we inherit not only the things that the Africans ate, but also their techniques, the way they cook. And that is very common in Dominican cuisine now, as well as in Haiti, in Cuba, and in Puerto Rico. Some of the dishes that we have, this is what we can call our main dish, the Dominican flag, bandera dominicana, and it's made of rice, beans, and it can be chicken or beef. And also, we always use avocado because it's very typical here, and mostly year-round people have avocado. And it's called the Dominican flag because the four colors they say that represent the colors of our flag. Now I am going to stop sharing and I'm going to start here so that you can see. First, what we need to do is we have the chicken that we have marinated overnight. Mine is, let's see if I can show you here. Mine is already, Sarah, if you can do the other one so that they can see the chicken here.
To spotlight?
Yeah, this one,
Okay.
exactly. This is the chicken that has been marinated. We're not gonna use the whole thing. I have pork here. I have pork chops that are I already cut them. Some of you told me that you didn't want to use this, but I decided that it would be good because normally it brings a lot of flavor. So I'm going to pour a little bit of oil here. Are we watching this?
So now I have you back on the other one. Do you want to be on the other camera?
Yeah, because I was trying to show you, but I don't know where my Zoom. Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and this is a little bit of sugar. It can be white sugar, it can be any type of sugar. And what we do is that we put just a little bit. This helps caramelization. And this helps the chicken acquire a very nice color. Because for us Dominicans, if the chicken flesh is not really with a lot of color, we don't think that the food is good. And here, as I was telling before, here I have my pot of boiling water already. I I put a little bit of the seasoning, and I put 2 pieces of the chicken just to give it more flavor. Now that the now that this is already becoming dark, I'm gonna start putting the meat in.
So sorry, Nieves, so we're just heating up a little bit of sugar, no oil or nothing else?
Yeah, yeah, it has the oil. The oil was already hot, and on top of the oil, we add a little bit of sugar, not a lot,
Okay,
not a lot.
so we should put a little oil in there.
You can have enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan.
Okay,
The thing with this is that what you can do is, so as not to have a lot of oil in your final dish, once the meat is already brown, you can take it, you can take off most of the oil and just leave a little bit of it.
okay.
Okay? You leave everything there so that it browns on one side. I'm not gonna put all of the chicken in it. Just leave it there. How are you guys doing? Is everybody doing that part with me? Am I going too fast?
So it's a little bit of, sorry, one more time, a little bit of canola oil in the bottom of the
Okay.
pan, heat it up till it gets hot, and then add a little bit of sugar, any kind of sugar.
Exactly.
Okay,
No, it doesn't matter what type of sugar.
okay,
It
okay.
can be white sugar, dark sugar, whatever. Muscovado sugar. That's okay. As you can see, we're browning our pieces. And once they are brown on one side, then you flip them. You see how nice the color it is on this part?
Yes,
That's what we're looking for.
okay,
Remember that this meat is going to cook completely once it is uh, with all the rest of the ingredients. But now you just want that nice caramelization. We're gonna leave it there for a little while. I'm actually going to put this inside the fridge. Sorry.
Nieves,
Yes,
did you put the garlic in the broth or in the water as well?
yes, I put 2 cloves of garlic,
Okay.
just very smashed. I
Mhm.
put a little bit of the pepper here, a little bit of the pepper, 2 pieces of chicken, some whole pepper. That's it. It's just to give it some flavor. you know, remember that when you're cooking, it's not like baking. When you bake, you have to be very exact with measurements and that type of thing. Normal cooking is not like that. Normal cooking, we just play it by ear and we taste and we try and if you are not going to do the, what do you call it? The pork chops, you might skip this part. But I decided to add a little bit of the pork chop. So I'm going to start on the other pan. Just because this one I needed to move faster. Like the heat is not really. Is everybody doing the same? How are you guys doing? Alisa
We didn't flip the chicken yet. Still going.
and Alima, is that how you pronounce your name, Alima?
Yes. My oil is still getting hot, so I haven't put the chicken in yet.
Okay, okay. Wait till it gets very hot, and then pour like a half a tablespoon of sugar,
Mhm.
and let it start burning.
Okay.
Okay,
And you, Sarah, how are you doing?
great. Yeah, I'm in the same place, so I'm letting my sugar get brown.
Okay. And Kenneth, did we lose Kenneth?
No, Kenneth is doing fine. He's browning the chicken.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
Let's brown that chicken. Also, one other thing, let me come here to the rest of the ingredients while that chicken is getting brown. I have here potatoes, which I dice and cube, and this is the parsley. What I normally do is, since I don't like to find the little bits of pieces inside the dish itself, I tied it with some cooking twine so that we can put it inside and take it off. This is carrots, also cut in small cubes. This is the pumpkin. And, there was a lot of back and forth uh, between me and Sarah trying to find out what's the correct one that you use. This is the one that we use here, but whichever is starchy and not sweet, not sweet at all. And then we have here, let me show you. This is the type of onion that I use, but you can go ahead and use whatever other type of onion. This is the pepper that we normally use here. You would find it as habanero, but you have to find the sweet habanero. Why? Because Dominicans don't like uh, spicy food, so we don't use the one that is hot. Okay, my chicken is almost ready. My chicken is almost ready. I'm sorry. I needed to find myself a camera person. Let me put this here and let me put the pork chops in here on the other one so that we can start. Okay, let me continue with this. Cloves, garlic cloves, the sweet habanero, and the onion. What I did is, normally for Dominicans, you can do it two ways. You can use a mortar and a pestle here, or you can do as I did in my magic bullet and just have everything really finely chopped up. Okay? Then we have some tomatoes here. We're gonna use both tomato paste and tomato cubes. But if you can find one of these, oh my God, what happened? Can you see me? If you can find the ones that come in a can, that will be fine also. You can have this one. I think I lost my Zoom here. Oh no. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Let me come here. As you can see, my chicken is all ready. It has a very nice color. I'm gonna take it out of the pan. I'm gonna take my chicken out of the pan. And I'm gonna wait for you guys to finish browning your chicken so that we go at the same. As you're the first step. It doesn't need a lot. It's just a tiny bit to have more flavor. Remember that this is what cooking is all about. You build layers of flavor. And this is what we're doing with this. That will be fine. Okay. Okay. Take this off. Okay. Everybody ready to start? Can we start? I put a new pan in here. But as not to use, are you watching me?
Yes, I am. I was just switching the spotlight. I'll switch it back. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Only a little bit of oil this time.
Okay.
Only a little bit of oil. We have the garlic, the sweet habanero, the onion, and a little bit of the parsley that I blended in this magic bullet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that seasoning all in here.
Is that what sofrito?
Exactly. This is what we call a sofrito. And it's very common in all of Latin America. They use the sofrito.
So sorry, one more time, could you repeat? So we're blending. the pepper and the onion.
Only the garlic and the sweet habanero. If you're blending, blend the onion as well.
Okay,
And this will give you this paste that you are going to put on hot oil. And that's what we call a sofrito.
okay.
Now I'm adding the diced tomato. Okay? Is everybody following me?
Mine is not gonna look like that. It's okay, right? But I don't have a blender to. Oh,
A blender, a magic bullet, whatever you feel that is okay.
she wants to.
I just didn't want to start chopping everything, you know.
The onions and the garlic and the oregano. And then you have to like mash it. Like it has to become like.
Yeah, you can mash it in a mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
Let's see how you're doing. I'm going to start adding here my pork chop so that they can start giving out some of their flavor. Show you here. We're doing the sofrito here. Now we are going to add to the sofrito, we're going to be adding 1 or 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Let me show you.
I'm not gonna know this. I know, but it's not on her neck.
Is everybody following me with the sofrito and the tomato paste?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Okay. I'm just waiting for you guys to tell me to move on. I'm going to add to my sofrito.
Yeah. Let me take the chicken out.
Well,
It'll come close.
this one. Are we ready? Can I move on? Can I move on, Sarah? No? Just let me know.
Sorry, I'm a little behind. But
Where are you?
you don't want to know. No, it's okay. I just blended my sofrito and
Okay.
I need to put in the diced tomatoes and then is tomato paste or tomato sauce?
Tomato paste. Tomato
Tomato
paste.
2 cans tomato paste.
No. 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons tomato paste.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So I gotta start that right now.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put the seasoning also. Remember that the one that I told you, the Goya seasoning?
Yeah.
I'm going to put one inside the sofrito.
Oh,
Just
okay.
for more flavor.
Oh,
Okay. One of those in sofrito. Okay.
Yeah, in the sofrito.
So, okay, so if I don't, okay, so you said to put the achiote into the sofrito,
Exactly.
and then the tomatoes also?
Yes.
If I don't have tomato paste, I'm just not gonna put that.
Just use your tomatoes and with the seasoning, with the achiote, it will be fine. It will be
Okay.
fine. Okay.
Put all the tomatoes or just some?
Let me see your pot. Let me see your pot first.
Big one, like this. 5
Then put at least half of it.
Okay,
Half of that.
okay.
Okay, and I have to start adding my water. I have to start adding my water to my sofrito because otherwise it's going to be very dark, and we don't want that. So I'm going to start.
Ronnie loves the picture.
Huh?
Ronnie loves the picture.
She loves what?
The pictures I sent
Oh,
of Chef Chang.
I'm like, don't worry, we won't kill anyone. Doña,
Yes.
so should I put one package
Yes.
seasoning? Okay. Huh?
What kind is that?
It's the achiote and cilantro.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna make this at home.
She should have said that.
What I'm doing now is I'm putting all the chicken and half of the water
She's
into the pot. All the chicken and half of the water. Something happened with my other cell. And let me see if I can.
All the chicken and half the water.
I have
Sarah,
stuff.
Yeah, got it.
Sarah, can you send me the link through WhatsApp so that I can use the other?
Something funny?
Sorry, what was that? I'm gonna send you the link.
Yes, to my cell phone, to my WhatsApp, so that I can use the other, because this one, for some reason, is not working.
Okay.
You remember you have two of my cell phones.
Yes.
To the one that starts with 829.
829.
Yes. Alisa, And the rest, how are you doing?
I think we're doing okay. I don't
What?
know.
He's laughing. He is laughing. Whatever that means. Could I just see in which stage are you?
Yeah.
The sofritos are in the pan, but
Okay, the sofrito is in the pan. Let me see.
with the diced tomatoes too, right?
And
Okay, where's the sofrito? Oh, that one. Okay, you use a yellow pepper. Okay. Now, what you're going to have to do is, because you can't do it in those shallow pans.
Hmm.
You need like a pot. It might be the same one where you have all the water. Because if you don't have another one, just
did
just
this
put
one work or no?
that one is okay. Yeah, that one is okay. That one is okay. And what about Kenneth?
Kenneth, he's doing fine. I'm watching.
Okay. You're a pro, Kenneth. You're and you too, you're a pro.
Soy de padres mexicanos, pero a mí no me gusta la del chile.
No le gusta, no.
Chile, no.
We normally don't eat that amount of spice. No.
I'm going to your house now.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I don't like that. Let me see.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to send it from my phone.
I did you did already, but
Did it work?
yeah, but this is a new one, and
Yeah, I think I sent you the wrong thing.
yeah, because it's asking me whether I'm the host.
Right.
Oh, because you have me as the host.
Right.
Well, don't worry.
Okay, so sorry.
Don't worry. Yeah. It's okay. Let's not complicate our lives. Eh, let me see if I can show you. Is everybody watching? How I have, is everybody watching how I put the chicken inside? I put now I'm going to start adding all of the rest. And all of the rest of it is, pay attention. This is the parsley that I put in a nice bunch, and these are the potatoes. My carrots, my pumpkin.
We get along so well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, somebody lost. Let's go back. Once you have the sofrito, you start adding the water and put all the chicken back in there, okay? Now, what I did was I added the potatoes, the carrot, and the pumpkin, okay? And we're going to add the rice. Remember, we had all the seasoning and we had salt in the water. And this is the important part. You mixed it all. If you think you're going to need more water, you can add more water. Remember, this has to be soup-like. So we need to add more water. Let me bring the camera. See how it
Are we supposed to put the rice in the pot?
is? Yes. Yes.
Yes. Should I just dice?
The rice,
How are these supposed to be cut?
the pumpkin,
Pieces?
Just like, yeah.
the potato, the carrots, everything goes in the pot with a lot of liquid, enough liquid to cover it. Okay? What? And we're going to put the lid on. We're going to put the lid on. Okay? And that is going to softly boil for a while. I'm going to wait for everybody. The only thing that we did not add at this stage are the peas. That's the last part, okay? I'm going to wait for everybody to just get their thing together.
Nieves,
Yes,
the pumpkin in the with the rice right now?
yes. Pumpkin, potato, carrot, and the rice. Everything goes back on the pot all together with all the liquid that you were boiling.
Okay.
Enough to cover it a lot, okay?
So we, sorry, just to go back to the beginning. So we heat the oil, we put in the sofrito, we put in the tomato paste, the chopped
Exactly.
tomatoes,
Exactly.
and then after that, we add the water,
You add the water, you
okay?
add the chicken back in the pot.
Okay,
You add two of the envelopes of the, oh no, you have
Oh.
the seasoning in the sofrito already.
oh
You
no,
did?
that's correct.
No, put that in, put that in.
Okay, so one packet.
Let me see how much are you doing? But I don't see your pot,
Oh, okay, I'll
your
show.
pan.
Oh, okay, you want to see?
Yeah, because you know, this is, put one, and if you think, once you taste it, if you think you need more, then you add more.
Okay, can you see?
Yes, yes. That's only the sofrito that you're frying there.
Yes,
Okay, now put the tomatoes and the tomato paste
okay. And the seasoning,
and the seasoning.
okay.
I'm worried about Alima because she is either doing extremely well or she's just kidding us. Alima, how are you doing?
Let me show you. 'Cause I'm
Okay,
here
you have the potatoes in there already. Okay.
Oh, you're doing great, Alima. Much better than I am. Much better than I am.
Sarah, once you come to the DR, don't worry, I'll do the cooking. I'll do the cooking.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Okay. Like, since I have everything already in my pot, every once in a while, you give it a stir. It try that the bottom to scrape the bottom of the pan, and just keep it very liquid. Alisa, your last name is also Hispanic. Are you Spanish heritage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm Mexican Portuguese.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. An interesting mixture. Yeah.
I don't know that much Spanish though. I'm learning. I don't know that much.
That's good. That's good. Well, with globalization, we have all learned different languages. Right now, I'm studying Chinese and Korean, and you know,
That's good. I just get too scared. I'm afraid I'm gonna say a wrong word. I understand it though. I just can't speak it. I get too scared.
yeah, yeah, it happens with languages, you know.
You can practice with Mr. Chang.
Yeah.
Practice with Chinese.
Oh, Chinese is hard. It's really hard. It's it's a whole different story. Let's see. Once I feel brave enough, I might be able, you know, to talk with him a little bit. But it's really complicated. Have any of you been to the Caribbean, to DR, to Puerto Rico? No?
No. España, sí, pero allá no.
Okay. So you have missed the most beautiful part of the world.
You're right.
I've been to Punta Cana a few years ago. It was really nice.
Really? That's here in the DR. That's here in the DR. It's the East Coast,
Yeah.
Punta Cana. But they say that it's a different republic because it's so nice and so wealthy, and you know everything is so pretty in Punta Cana. Yeah, but we're on the same island. As you can see, my pot is boiling. Let me bring the camera here. See, this is what you're aiming for. This is what you need to have. Lots of liquid, everything boiling, so that we can have the vegetables are going to get soft, but they're not going to disappear into the bowl. The chicken is going to continue cooking and finish cooking, and everything with a nice color. And the rice is going to absorb all of the all of the seasoning, all of the flavor of the sofrito, all of that. And that's gonna be wonderful. You move it from time to time. Remember, keep the bottom because you're not doing what we call a locrio. What you're doing is an asopao. And while you're doing that, let me show you some of the pictures that I brought. If we have time, or no, I'm the way that we were going to finish this class was that I was going to do what we call tostones, which is fried plantains. And but I would love to see you more advanced before we do this.
Okay, okay. And sorry, did you add the rice yet?
Yes, you add the rice.
Okay, and if we don't have string for the to tie a bundle for the parsley, can we just put it Put it in?
Put it in there, but it's going to be harder to take it all off. I mean, I personally do not like to find my asopao with all the herbs but that's a personal choice, you know.
Okay, okay,
Just put it the whole bunch, and once you finish, you take it all out.
okay.
Let me see if I can continue sharing my screen here. Okay.
Excuse me?
Then we talked about the Dominican flag, and we're going to continue with some of the dishes that I have here for you. One of them is sancocho, and sancocho is a very interesting mixture of Spaniard and African heritage. It consists of a broth made with, normally people say, 7 different types of meat and lots of vegetables. They use corn, which is native from our Americas. They use yuca, they use plantain. It's very common that in the Dominican Republic, if it gets rainy, Dominicans will start making a sancocho because that's they say that that's what the day is for sancocho. Then we have mango. Mango is like the plantains are boiled and mashed. It's like mashed plantains. Normally we do it with what we call the 3 strikes, which is fried salami, fried cheese, and fried eggs. It's normally used for breakfast, and it's so common. All Dominicans love mango with the 3 strikes. And there's an interesting story behind the name. Nobody really knows what mango means, but they say that during the American occupation back in 1916, uh, this dish was offered to some of the American soldiers, and one of them claimed, "Oh man, this is good." And they believe that that's where the word bamboo came from. It's just the story. Uh, this is what we call moros, and it's the rice with either beans, black or white beans, and it's very typical from all of the Antilles. And in Cuba, they call it moros sin cristianos. The difference between moro and locrio is that locrio is made with some protein, be it chicken, pork, or your choice of protein. But they're both the same dish. Notice that this is a little bit, it resembles the asopao that we're doing, but our asopao is not going to be, the rice is not going to be like that firm. The rice is going to be like a soup. Then we have cocido, which is also a soup that is made with bones of parts of the animals. And this is very interesting. And my friend here of Mexican descent, maybe you know what this is. We call it here pasteles en hoja, but in different parts of America, they're called tamales, they're called hallacas, and they're a mixture of plantain and other vegetables that are boiled and that are mashed, and they're stuffed with your meat, your choice of meat. And here is a showstopper, what we call mofongo. Mofongo is fried plantains like this one, mashed, mixed with lots of garlic, with pork rind, and accompanied with a small, some type of chicken broth. It's very common in the whole Caribbean, especially in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. And it's one of our most favorite dishes. Is everybody following me? Is everybody, you just you just have everything on the pot already?
I think so.
Sarah?
Yes,
Everything is on the pot already.
yes.
So you just need to cover it, let it simmer,
Okay,
and from time to time, make sure that you give it a stir so that it doesn't stick to the bottom.
okay.
If you need more liquid, feel free to add it. It's not, you don't want it to be dried out. And mine is almost ready. Once you see mine is not ready. The potatoes are not completely done. You take a fork.
Are we supposed to be mixing the sofritas?
Yes, you mix the sofrito with the tomatoes, the tomato paste. You pour the water, and then you put all the vegetables in and the rice and let it boil.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna put a little bit more of liquid in mine. Guys, and the rice, it grows a lot. Two cups of rice is enough, like for 5 or 6 people. Okay, and one other dish that is very Spaniard. In fact, if you have been to Madrid, in Madrid they have what they call callos a la madrileña. And this is the same dish that we have here in the Dominican Republic. It's called mondongo, and it's the intestine of the cow. They have it clean, and they do a broth with a lot of seasoning and tomato paste, and that's what we call mondongo here. That's also very, very Dominican, and you can see in the picture, you can see the tostones, which are also very Dominican. Now let's talk about desserts. And normally, in terms of dessert, what we have, it's like the Spanish heritage in there, like flanes, but there is a dessert that is completely Dominican. We have not found it anywhere else, and we normally eat it for Easter. It's called habichuelas con dulce, and it is the beans, the red beans, sweetened with coconut milk and a lot of spices. And we serve it hot or cold. We serve it with some cookies, and it's so Dominican. I haven't seen it anywhere else. And this is another dish that is mainly Dominican. It's called caca. It comes from the south, and it's the corn. The corn, they smash it and they mix it with coconut milk and condensed milk, and they boil it until the corn is soft. They serve it. They serve it with raisins. They serve it hot or cold. That's called chaca. This is a Dominican dish that it's it's a street food, and it originated a few years ago by a street food vendor in Santiago. He had the idea of putting a layer of fried potatoes or fried plantains, have a layer of meat of some sort, either chicken or pork, and have a lot of mayo and ketchup on top. It's everything, and I have seen some of the shows on YouTube and internet that they describe this a newly a newly designed Dominican dish called yaroa. It's too fatty. It has a lot of things that are not good for you, but people love it. When we talk about food from the north of the country, it has a lot of Spaniard inheritance, and one of them is the roasted pig or puerco en puya. I think in Mexico they also have one, but not like this on an open pit. It's very common for Christmas. Christmas and New Year's Eve, this is the meat of choice, roasted pig or puerco en puya. And when we go to the northeast, there is the beautiful town of Samaná, and Samaná has uh, it's a town that was uh, originally populated by African slaves that escaped from the United States, especially from Louisiana and that area, and they came to live here. And their cuisine is very distinctive. You will find traces of the cuisine that you can see in New Orleans, for example. And they have similar names. For example, they have what they call yaniqueque, which is like a fried dog, and the original name is Johnny's cake. And they have a beverage that they call ginger beer. And I was doing the research, and it's ginger beer. So it's the inheritance from those American slaves that escaped from the mainland and came to live here. They even have a church, and they call it La Chorcha, which is, like the Spanish mispronounced name. And most of their cuisine, it's typical of the south of the United States. But this one that we have here is fried fish with sweet potatoes, really delicious. They also use a lot of coconut milk to cook. And I think that we finish here the Dominican cuisine. Let's see how you're doing. Alima, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. The rice is a lot. I didn't know it would be that much.
Yeah, because it grows a lot.
Yeah.
It grows a lot. You're gonna have to call in friends over. Yeah. But have you tasted it? Does it taste good?
No, I haven't tasted it yet.
You should. You should. No
Oh
cook.
my God, it's so good.
Really?
So good.
Oh, that's good. Mine is finished. Mine is
Mine's
done.
still boiling.
Mine is done. Let me show you how is mine. I'm gonna actually
It
turn
looks
it
like
off
soup,
because
right?
yeah, it's soupy rice. Yeah, it has to be soupy. Yeah. Let me show you.
It kind of looks like hers. Mine's kind of cool.
See? See? You can still see pieces of you can
Right.
still see.
So I just let it go. Or we can take out some.
The earth sound with me. Mm. You take this out. And what I'm going to do is,
What's your big?
what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be serving.
It's so the men there are
Yours is so good. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
it's boiling still yet over there.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
think
not.
we go.
But the taste, you tasted it already.
Not yet. Give me a spoon. Please. Oh, here.
I did. Let me go taste.
Listo.
Good.
Bueno. Good.
Oh, that's so good. I am so glad.
Yeah.
So Nieves, did you add salt and pepper at any point?
I did not because the seasoning has salt.
Okay,
Okay.
So that's why you taste it.
okay,
Because those packets, they have salt already.
right,
Right.
The
right.
bouillon, it has salt already. So I did not add salt and pepper separately. So
Okay,
you should taste it. If it needs a little bit of salt, have some of the boiling water,
Mhm.
dissolve the salt in it and add it,
Oh,
okay?
so you salt
If it
those in
needs
the
it.
water and add the water to it instead.
I don't think-
So it dilutes it, so it,
Exactly, exactly.
okay.
Nieve
Uh-huh.
es fabuloso.
Fabulous. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm so glad. I am serving a generous amount for you. Let me see.
It is great.
See? Here. And Dominicans love this a lot, which is olives and capers. Add some just for decoration. You add some of it. And of course, the guest that cannot be without which it cannot be left. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot something. Sorry, at the end, you take the bitter orange. Sorry, this is very important.
Oh.
And you squeeze some of the bitter orange on it. Be careful not to add the seeds, because that would be that would make it
I don't have the
bitter.
What kind of orange you have?
I have regular oranges with a little bit. She wants a little bit of. So she said a little
If you don't have the bitter orange, you can do a mixture of vinegar and lemon juice or lime juice, okay?
What do you think of this, Nieves,
Yeah, that's good. I have that one too. I have
okay,
it here.
so we
See,
can
I
add,
have it here too.
oh, okay. And
Yeah.
and we can do a little bit of this on the
A
top?
little bit of that, yeah. What 2 tablespoons will do for
2
that
tablespoons,
amount,
okay.
yeah.
Did you use this in your marinade for the
Yes,
meat?
yes,
Okay.
I did. Yes, I did.
How much did you put in for the marinade? Sorry.
Half a cup. Half
Oh,
a cup
okay.
will be, yeah, half a
Okay.
cup will be okay.
Okay, great.
I was forgetting that. That's like the final touch. And we have here an avocado that is not very ripe. It's not, no, it's not ripe at all.
That doesn't look like an avocado we have here.
You look
Which ones do you have? The
Vas, we have vas.
yeah.
Ay, qué grande ese es.
Oh yeah, and this one is not, it's not the like the biggest ones that we have. We have bigger ones than those.
I'm sure.
I was going to show you guys how to do the tostones. Should we go ahead?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you guys were okay? All right, awesome.
Yes.
Let me put a frying pan. First of all, and goes here. First of all, what you need to learn is how to cut a plantain. First, you need to take the ends off. You take the ends off. Is everybody following me? You take the ends off.
Mhm.
Sharp knife, but be careful. And then you make a cut along all the way here. Is everybody watching me? Like this, like this, like this, okay? And with your hands and the knife, you help yourself with the knife. And you are going to be able to take off all of the skin, and it should come out perfectly. Not in my case. Not in my case. Oh, see? See?
Yeah.
It should come out like this. Okay? And now we cut it in an inch wide pieces like this. I'm gonna show you. See?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to add the canola oil. And this must be really hot, and it's like deep frying, so don't be afraid to put in a lot of oil. It's like deep frying, so you need a lot of oil. Let me take all of this from here. We're waiting for the oil to get really hot. And once the oil is really hot, you put the plantains. It has to be really, really hot. It has to be really hot. See? That's what you want.
So, sorry, how much oil did you use? Like, just fill the bottom of the pan?
It has to cover the bottom of the pan, and it has to come like halfway up. So you put at least like
2 fingers,
2 fingers, yeah, like 2 fingers like this, the amount of oil
like you're
in
pouring
your
a
pot.
shot?
Yes,
Like you're pouring a drink?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, because it's deep fried. You see that otherwise it won't fry correctly. I'm turning them so they cook evenly on both sides. And you're going to see that the way they change the color of the inside, and that tells you that the plantain it's is cooked, at least halfway cooked inside. We normally smash them with this device, but since I know it's going to be hard for you to find something like that, we're going to do it with some paper towel, strong paper towel, and we're going to smash them until they're nice and flat.
Ask her if you smash it first, or do you fry it and then smash it?
No, no, you fry them, you fry them. We're still frying. We're not smashing yet. We're still frying. Once you take them out of the hot oil, and I'm going to show you how they look when you take them out. This is how they look. This is how they look. See, they are cooked all around. They're not burned. And let me see if I can put the camera down here. Okay. Well, normally, something. Okay, with this. Just gonna use this. This is just to show you that you can use anything. See how they're smashed? Is everybody following me?
Oh, so we smash them into like a chip, into a thin,
Exactly.
oh, I see.
You watching me?
Yeah.
Okay. Do not turn off the frying oil because you're going to have to fry them again now.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just match them like this. See how perfect and beautiful and round they come. Okay, finish here. And we go back to the oil and fry them once again until they're very, very crisp. You don't want them to burn. Remember that they have already been cooked, so
Yeah.
we're only looking to crisp them on the outside.
That's good, right? Yeah. Sonia, okay?
Let me see. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm going to plate mine now with some of the plantains.
I like her. She's kind of crazy.
Once the plantains, the tostones are out, you just need to add a little bit of salt on top, and that's it. Enjoy. See?
The Chinese food is
This would be my asopao with tostones. Is everybody looking?
I'm so glad you're in our department. I have to tell you that. I'm so glad.
Well, I'm enjoying it too.
Beautiful.
Good. Just if you can, and you can send me pictures of your finished dish,
I love
that will be fine.
Yes.
There's a difference in your two.
This is mine, and
There's no attitude.
I finished.
Learn.
Thanks for being with me,
Thank
and
you.
I hope that you have enjoyed this.
Great. Thank you so much, Nieves. This is
Gracias.
fantastic. Gracias. Muchas gracias. It was wonderful. Anyone have any questions? Did everyone get the tostones?
I'm working on it.
Finished?
It's working.
And there's nothing on top of the tostones, right? No salt or anything?
Yeah, salt. Yes,
Oh,
salt.
Okay.
As soon as they come out of the hot oil, you pour some salt on it.
On the second time after they're
The
flat?
second time, exactly. The second time.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. It's really delicious. Everyone try it.
It's heaven. It is wonderful.
Nice. So nice. Thank you. Thank you, Kenneth.
Thank you so much, Nieves. Really appreciate your time. Any other questions, guys?
No question, just buen provecho. Gracias.
Thank you. You too. Buen provecho. Alima. Alima is out of here. Where are you, Alima?
I'm still frying the plantain. I'm about to take them out now.
Okay, okay. But you have tried them here, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So they should come out perfect. Okay, okay. Well, people, thanks a lot. It was really a pleasure,
Thank you.
and I hope to see you again sometime soon.
Yes, Nieves. Thank you so much. We'll be in touch.